At Soteria Software, we automate your cyber compliance. In this video, we're going to show you our flagship solution, OpenRMF Professional, and show you how you can get order and structure from RMF chaos and confusion you have today. This screen here will show you your system package, your ATO package, or accreditation package. What we have here is the starting point for your data and automation. You'll note here we have RMF revision 5. That's the accreditation that we're going after. We're at moderate, and low for our CIA level. But you'll notice there's no checklist, there's no compliance, no hardware, no POAM, port, software. Nothing is generated. This is just ready for our data. So what do we mean by we automate from your scans up? We took the approach to automate from the ground up using your source of truth, your automated scans that you are already using for compliance and tracking. So we'll start by uploading checklists. Now for checklists, you can use SCAP scans, which is what we're going to use. You can use different types of checklists from the DISA STIG viewer for CKL or CKLB files. You can use Rapid Fort SCAP on container image scans. That's a new feature in version 2.12. You could also use Tanium SCAP, CSV, and Nessus Audit Compliance scans. We upload the raw scans, and in seconds, that matches to your DISA templates or your custom checklists on the back end. You'll see that automatically matched to the DISA checklist that we have on the back end. You could also use CIS audit compliance files to create checklists or have custom checklists as well. So that took seconds. We can add a few more. So you'll see we uploaded 28 compliance results. We have our initial category 1, 2, and 3 open vulnerabilities, not a finding, not applicable, and then current ones we still have to review. So that covers your compliance or your checklist area. Now for your patch scan information, patch vulnerabilities, operating system scans, we're going to upload credentialed patch scans from Nessus. If you're in the US federal sector, you may have this as ACAS. So we're going to drop in our raw Nessus file, a credentialed patch scan. We're going to upload that. What that's going to give us is our list of patch vulnerabilities. It also pulls our initial software listing, and we can add and edit here. Between the compliance scans that create a checklist as well as your patch vulnerability scans, we have our initial hardware listing. We also have our initial ports, protocols, and services listing, again, from those credentialed scans, all in a matter of seconds. You can see here now the data is starting to fill out. How many checklists do we have? How many need to have at least one open high vulnerability, open critical patches on your hardware assets, ports open, software. Now that we have that, we can create our plan of action and milestone, our POAM. The POAM is live. As you update information, whether it's through new scans that are uploaded, bulk editing vulnerabilities, or editing individual checklist vulnerabilities, the POAM is updated and tracked historically automatically. So in the last couple of minutes, we have uploaded our checklist information, we've tracked patch information, we've actually generated our plan of action and milestone. Now what we're going to do is we're going to upload compliance statements. Compliance statements will cover those things that cannot be automatically scanned. Access control, awareness and training, program management, certain auditing functions. There are different levels of controls and things you must do for compliance that can't be automatically scanned. Here that would be handled with compliance statements down to the control correlation identifier or CCI. Now that we have our checklist, we have our compliance statements, we have our patch information, we can actually go in and generate compliance against the RMF Rev 5, moderate, low, and generate compliance. You can do this in the GUI like we just did it here, or you can do it with our external API. That will open every single checklist, all vulnerabilities, match the CCI to controls, look at compliance statements, and generate an overall compliance so you and your team know specifically where you are before your information security officer and management takes this information and puts it into your government or corporate approved program of record. All this information here tracks it down to the control, subcontrol, source, CCIs, vulnerabilities. It even lets you look at a checklist, but filter it for your cyber compliance and just look at vulnerabilities for that particular control. Now that you're here, you and your team can review information, fix scans, upload information, track data, automatically have the plan of action and milestone generated, generate documents, upload evidence. We're not joking when we say we bring order and structure to RMF chaos and confusion. In a matter of minutes, you upload your raw scans and statements, OpenRMF Professional kicks in with all the automation, shows you exactly where you are. Now you have real information to influence where you work on your cyber hygiene and your actual cybersecurity. OpenRMF Professional will take minutes, what will take your team weeks to do with checklists, patch vulnerability scans, compliance statements, and then tracking your compliance down to the CCI level. For more information, visit www.soteriasoft.com, request a demo, or even request an evaluation and download the software for yourself and see how we can help you and your team automate your cyber compliance.